Hey, what's up you all moneymakers? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share an update around HCMC. I have noticed some short volume that is spiking up. We have been seeing that HCMC is trading between 0.0011 and 12, even though they have a pretty good news around the tie-ups for last couple of days. We did not really see any price action. So we will also talk about what could happen in terms of the price action. I got a few questions from the subscribers, from the viewers on the channel, and I have been responding to them, and I want to share some of the updates based on my research with you. Now, if you don't mind hitting the like button on this video, that will help me out a lot, and we can share this information with a lot more additional people, and we can spread the word out. Also, subscribe to my channel so we can share this information. You can get notified every single time I drop the video. If you take a look at the volume right here, the volume is pretty low, and it has been trending low. We saw the volume above 5 billion, but lately we are seeing definitely below 2 billion the volume during the trading session. Given that it's an OTC traded stock, they have the rights offering, they have a pretty huge float, their outstanding stocks are pretty high as well. We are seeing the volume of close to 2 billion. Yesterday we saw around 1.5 billion, so the volume is low, which is also causing some of this effect that we are seeing, that it is not bumping up into the price point. Now, we know that there is a strong support for HCMC at 0.0010 or 0.0009, but it did not really touch there just yet. We will review once again if it hits that point, but it may trade between 0.0010 and 0.0017 that we have been seeing historically. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do some technical analysis. I do a lot of research, and I like to share this information with you so you can make informed financial decision. So do your own due diligence and do not invest everything that you have into HCMC or any other penny stock. These are high risk, high reward stocks. You can make a ton of money. On the flip side, you can lose them all as well. Also, if you can join my Patreon and support the channel, that will be super helpful as well. We have a few people. I'm looking for 6 more patrons to join the group, and we can launch Discord, and we can share a lot more time sensitive information on Discord. So join the Patreon group. You can get a couple of trades and you can recoup the investment, maybe just in a couple of trades for a few months, or maybe for the years to come. So join the Patreon if you would like to get some time sensitive updates. I'm happy to share all the information with you on the Discord, and I recently launched the Patreon, so I don't really have a lot of patrons just at the moment, but I'm hoping that we'll have a nice little community and we can talk to each other, and we can share the knowledge and information that we have, and we can support each other as a community. Now, going back to HCMC, I just wanted to share the high short volume ratio. As you can see right here, on 24th of June, we are seeing the short volume ratio of 45% when the volume was 1.4 billion, as I just mentioned during the trading session. Now, if I scroll down, you should be able to see a lot more right here. In terms of the short volume, 585 million shares were shorted on 24th. That was yesterday, which puts that at a very high short volume ratio of 45%. Now, you may see that it was 550 million yesterday or day before yesterday on 23rd, where the overall volume was around 1.7 billion as well. We saw 418 million, 386 million, but you want to also note that when we had about 2 billion volume for the stocks traded during the trading session, we had the short volume of 644 million. So in terms of percentage, it was 32%. Now we are seeing higher short volume, which is also causing some of the impact that you see on the price, that it is not able to go above the 12, 13 or 14 levels. If you take a look what's happening into the historical price, we are at 1112, 1112, 1112. So it is not really, there is not really any movement. The only price action that we saw it was on June 16th and before June 16th, and it did not really go high. As I mentioned, there is a strong resistance for HCMC stock at 0.0016 and 17 levels. So for the stock to break out of that region, we'll need to get some of the buzz around the lawsuit that is happening. If there is some news, if there's some positive news around the lawsuit, the PTAB application, the IPR that is going on, the motion to dismiss that has been filed by Philip Morris for the HCMC lawsuit, some sort of those alerts and news will carry some of the price action in HCMC. Up until that, you may expect that the stock may float around the 10, 11, or 12 levels at the moment. Now, one of the very interesting article that I came across and I want to share with you is right here. HCMC stock, healthier choices management unable to sustain at the higher levels. Now, if you take a look further into this article, it is not really a negative article, and this is what exactly I want to point out, that don't just go by the title or the buzz that is going around. I would love to share this information and more details and step by step what exactly this article reads. So when a stock it is in the phase of consolidation, it is often good idea for investors to analyze it, since it is always a chance for a strong breakout. Now they started with a very positive statement just right here. So what they're trying to basically say that is 0.0011 in terms of HCMC and 1112 is kind of the consolidation phase for HCMC. Healthier Choices Management Corp stock has been in the middle of tough slump. The stock had been in fact tanked as much as 20%, but over the past couple of days the stock had been in the consolidation mode. In this situation, might be worthwhile for investor to take a look at the key announcements from the company that just happened just this week. Now, we saw two key announcements, and I just wanted to share this or remind you once again that one of the big thing that happened based in Colorado, they will launch the Q-Cup cell, a product with the company owns the patent, and it is not only the thing to point out because they have the tie-up with Nuhi product that we already saw. So Healthier Choices Management announced the launch of Nuhi brand pre-filled Q cups in Colorado by the health center, and right after that they also announced the full-scale launch in upcoming weeks on July 10th, and the full-scale launch is going to distribute the Q cups on a wholesale level to licensed dispensaries located all over Colorado. So that will add up into the revenue, add up into the income as well. Right after that, they announced a tie-up as well with ATG Pharma. And why this is super important, because they will be able to scale this into some of the regions like the Canadian market and where the market is growing so fast. That will also add up into the revenue for HCMC. So that needs to be noted as well. Now, this revenue and this income may not really impact the price point from 10 to 20. For that type of price point that we need to see some of the action around the lawsuit that is going on, around the IPR petition that is going on, and around some of the stuff that is going on between HCMC and Philip Morris on the motion to dismiss, and we may see some really good price action in HCMC. Another major factor that has been responsible for the drop for the stock price is the announcement about the closing of company's rights offering last week, and we talked about this a week before a week about that this could happen, because after everyone gets the rights offering, they may book some profit, and there was pretty healthy profit. The price was 0.0015, so people may decide, they may choose to book some profit, and which is a good thing. The price offering, the rights offering, had been the highly publicized event from the company Healthier Choices Management Corp, and the successful closing of the same had led to a bit of sell-off in the stock. However, at the same time, it should be noted that it does not really seem to be a factor that is going to affect the stock for a long time. So this is kind of a short-term impact on the price point, but the good thing about this rights offering is they offered this rights only to the common shareholders at the price of 0.0010, and if you think about it, the price is still above that price point. So what that suggests is whoever got the rights offering, if they sell it, they can make up to 50% of the return on the investment. Because the stock was 0.0015, right now even it is 0.0012, So it is 20% profit right there to be made. And the good thing for HCMC as a company is they raised the capital of 27 million, very well needed capital, because they're going through the lawsuit, they're expanding their product, they're expanding their tie-ups and the affiliation, and some of the good stuff that we are going to see for the long-term investors. All in all, I personally believe this is not a short-term play. This may take a long time or maybe longer time, because this types of lawsuit may take up to a few months, up to a few years as well, maybe like a couple of years, but there could be some good outcome. Once again, we are investing in a high risk, high reward type of situation. So I wouldn't blame if this does not really work out in the short period of time, because we know that the catalyst is the lawsuit. The biggest catalyst is the lawsuit, which is what we all are waiting for. Now, if you take a look once again right here, whenever the stock price goes around 1.1 or 1.2, we see a pretty good juicy green candle. Once again, right here, it went to 1.213. We saw once again the juicy candle. Same thing right here. So what I'm trying to say once again here is 0.0010 is a strong support, and 0.0017, once again, it is a strong resistance for HCMC. So we need to consider that whenever we are able to cross and go break out of the 0.0017 level, there could be potential for the stock to go to 0.0027, which is once again another resistance that the stock had. At that point of time, 0.0017 will work as a strong support, the way 0.0010 it is at right now. So I just wanted to share what you want to consider. Once again, a few things. The short volume is higher, which is one of the negative, which is causing the dip into the price, or maybe stabilizing or consolidation in terms of the price point. The second thing that we know is the lawsuit and PTAB and IPR application that has been happening. The rights offering also play an important role, because people may choose to sell their stock, and there is enough buying. One more thing to also note, to recap, is the volume. We are seeing a pretty low volume. 1.3 billion is a pretty small volume considering the historical volume that HCMC had. I hope you like this. Click on the subscribe button if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel. This will help you out getting the information as soon as I drop the video. Click on the like button so we can share this information with more and more people. If you like, join the Patreon group. We'll have so much fun as community, and we'll be able to share the information with each other in the Discord. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.